Hey guys, and welcome back. So I just finished up this low budget PC intended for low demanding games, and it's going to be a gift for my kid in this Christmas, 2013 Christmas. I spent around 300 euros on all the components, which is not expensive at all, and it has great capabilities. Well, not great, but enough capabilities of upgrading in the future, especially if you want to run higher end games or more demanding games, not higher end but more demanding games. I have the option to upgrade. One note to one of my subscribers, Pugissimo, working with this case was really smooth. Well, not just for Pugissimo, for all of you watching, but I had this question from my subscriber, and is expecting to receive one of these cases, the Silencio, Coolermaster Silencio 352, and it was great to work with, really simple, has space for everything. Cable management, in my case, it wasn't difficult because, as you know, I don't have many components here that require a demanding cable management, but the case has space for everything, especially at the back, where you will route all your cables. And I had to hide the cables from my power supply. That is not a modular, not even a semi-modular power supply, so I had to hide them all on the back, and I had more than enough space. So here's the note for that. And before I talk about the benchmarks that I did for games, which I did for 4 games, I have here some notes to share with you. I would just like to emphasize that really happy with the CPU. Never surpassed the 30–40% usage during gaming, at least these games. The board, really happy with it, excellent choice, plenty of connectivity, and average use of upgradability. So it can be upgraded. I'm talking about, especially in around a few months, maybe a graphics card. And the only thing that I'm not happy with it is the power supply. It makes noise like an aeroplane. I turn on the PC, blocking the power supply, and everything is completely silent. The case does a great job reducing vibration, reducing noise, so no noise at all, and the Asus motherboard controls all the fans, so I'm really happy with that feature as well. It will make the fan go on a higher speed if the temperature go higher, and the inverse if the temperature is low, so the fan is very low. Even with the fan, the CPU fan working at full rotation, which was around 2050 RPM, no noise at all. The problem is this power supply here, that as soon as I disblock the fan, which it was supposedly silent, at least it said on the case, and you can watch the review on all of these components. I'll put the links below. It's not silent at all. I've had a few, not many, but a few power supplies, and this is by far the noisiest one that I had. And I try to keep my office as quiet as possible, especially when I'm working. And if I'm working and my kid comes in to play a game, all the office will be like an airport. I don't know. So plenty of noise. I'm a bit sensitive to noise because I'm used to a quiet space. Okay. One thing that I didn't mention previously was the RAM that I'm using. I'm using Corsair Vengeance. This is a model of 2 times 4 gigabytes, 1600 megahertz. I had them laying around, so I didn't have to purchase them. And the other thing that I didn't review was the hard drive, which is a Seagate Barracuda 7200 RPM. If well, you can search around. It's great disk. It's a 500 gigabyte disk, 3.5 inch, and works great. I had it on my desk drawer, as I have other stuff, so I didn't have to purchase these. Just emphasize, the only thing I'm not happy is power supply. No, I have to get another solution. It's now too late because this is going to be the Christmas gift for my kid. After I finish this video, I will put it back on a box and wrap it. Well, my wife will unwrap it, so he can open it up on Christmas morning and make a party. I don't know, something like that. Okay, enough of talking, and I think I've covered everything. If I did not, I apologize for that. Just drop me a line on the comments, and I will try to keep it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this back and this back, and I would like to share you some notes that I did with the games, some benchmarking, and I would like to ask you to bear with me. I used fraps to see the frames per second of the games, and when I tried to record the video with fraps on, with the number of the frames per second, it was giving me crazy numbers. So what I did was I recorded the videos of the games, and I will put it here for you to see, but I had to disable the numbers and pointing those numbers without recording in the piece of paper that I have here, and I will share with you. So the first game that I've tested out was Garfield Kart, which is a game for kids. I will go for other games that you prefer maybe, but this one, Garfield Kart, is intended for kids, and on medium high resolution. All games, by the way, were on 1080p. So medium high resolution for Garfield was with between 45 and 60 frames per second. So great for this game, great. And then I run also WRC3, and in low resolution, in low settings, sorry, 180p resolution, but low settings, it gave me from 18 until 22 frames per second, which is not a very enjoyable experience regarding this game. And then I run also the F1 2012, and this one on the low medium settings actually played well, between 25 and 30 frames per second, and no hiccups there, just ran fine. And then I run another game, which was Grid 2, and on Grid 2 I think it was the baddest experience was on this one, and it ran on 18 to 25 frames per second. So what I can say is that, and I didn't run any other game, just these four to test it out. Don't have time to do much more at the moment. After Christmas I will have all the time to check it out, but as for now I could run these four games, and my opinion is that if you are intending to game, the iGPU will not be enough. This is the it has the Intel HD 4600, and well, it's good for this kind of games. As I said, the Garfield Kart, which ran flawlessly, 60 frames per second, woo. But all the other games that I tested is not enough. You would need another graphics card. So if you add I don't know, around 70-80 euros to a discrete graphics card, you will get a much better performance. And I did take a test on Grid 2, which never played this game before because I'm not a gamer, but it was really nice, and the settings changing from low to medium high, you noticed a lot of difference on the details, on the shadows, on everything. And the graphics card that I used is, once again, I went to my drawer and I've got a few components there. This is an old ATI HD 4850 4850, and it has 512 megabytes of GDDR3. This graphic card, if I'm not wrong, it has about 3-4 years, maybe 5, I'm not sure. I cannot show that because it's a long time there in my drawer, and it hasn't been used for a while. But I remember, let me check out how it compares the iGPU with this old graphics card. And the result on Grid 2, I just tested that game, result on the Grid 2, it went to 50-60 frames per second. So compared to 18 to 25 with iGPU, Intel HD 4600. And this is an old graphics card. So I can almost bet that if you choose a graphics card right now, and you don't need to go to high-end if you are on low demanding games, but from this list you can take an idea and then make some research. You can get a good graphic cards with around 70-80 euros, and you can manage all these games with no problems at all. And this is it. I think I referred everything, except the temperatures. So regarding temperature, on idle, I got a temperature on the CPU of 40 degrees Celsius. While gaming, it never surpassed the 55 degrees Celsius. So I think the case is doing a great job. The fan expert and the Asus technology is helping as well, keeping the temperatures low. So really happy with this overall build. So in conclusion, guys, my opinion regarding this power supply, forget it. If you are running games like Garfield Kart, I also tried Angry Birds, a game that my kid loves. I have it on mobile phone, and it runs great. But if you're jumping a little bit above that, you will want a discrete graphic card, and this CPU will support it. As I said, only 30-40% of usage on any of these games. That was the highest, 40% usage. So you have on this build room for upgrade. I will not say upgradability. Well, no, it went all right, but you have for sure room to upgrade, and that's what I want. I did this build thinking in the medium future, 2, 3, 4 years maybe, where I can upgrade a piece here, a component there, and keep my kid happy while not expending more than necessary on things that are not necessary. Guys, I hope I could help with this small video. Well, not very small, but that I could give you some lights of my feedback about this. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, please drop me a comment, and I will try to answer as best as I can. If I'm not in contact with you before Christmas, I wish you all a happy Christmas and happy New Year with all your loved ones and family. And that's it, guys. My name is Roberto George, and thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And everything is okay anyway. Bye bye, guys, and happy holidays.